So cute. Welcome to On the Creative Road. I'm Brenda Harris, and this is Little Rusty. You want to start it? This is day 20 of 30 days of art warm-ups. I'm coming back from a little bit of a break. We're all trying to kind of get back into the groove of school again since we've been, sleeping in and having a good time. And that always feels strange whenever you take a break or whenever you have a pause in a consistent habit or a consistent challenge or pattern that you're in. You start to get a feeling of, oh man, like I messed up or I failed or in some way when you miss a day. Or sometimes it's just you lose the momentum and maybe you miss a day, maybe you miss a week, maybe you miss a month, maybe you've missed years. And so it's very important to find a way to kind of recharge, reset your mindset again, that momentum, and realize that pauses are normal. As a mom, there's a ton of unexpected things that happen that you just kind of have to go with the flow. And so I think being a mother has really honed that skill to be able to just get back up and start again, right? But it helps to have a warm-up. That's why I started the warm-ups in the first place. It helps to have something that's like, okay, no big deal, low-hanging fruit, just someone just kind of leading me through a challenge, something playful, something fun, no big deal. I can rip it up, throw it away later. I don't have to show anybody. It's just a warm-up, right? So I have Rusty here with me. Hopefully he'll let me. He's just snuggling up. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna start the timer and we'll do a 1-minute drawing, scribble drawing, okay? So the way it works is that I'm gonna set the timer, I'm gonna do a quick scribble without any intention, just a scribble, just get an energy out, okay? That was nothing, that was just a quick scribble, but now I'm gonna take a second, I'm gonna look at it, and I'm gonna draw something from this. I'm gonna let my creativity tell me what this could be. All right. It took me a second. I was kind of like, what could this be? It's just a scribble. But if I invite my creativity to play, it might just become, it might look like something. You allow your creativity to tell you what this could be, right? I'm thinking fins. This is, oh my gosh, this is like the cutest little guy out of nowhere. I completely had no intention, no prior idea to what this should or could look like. And here we are with this cute little guy. The little underbite is what kills me right now. And that was such a relief to just do something that started with a scribble. I mean, you saw it here. I had no intention of what that scribble was going to look like. So now you understand the name of the game. So let's do another one. Okay, I'm going to set the timer for a minute, and we're going to do a little scribble character. It doesn't have to be a character. Maybe you see a landscape. Maybe you see like a portrait in it. It could be anything. Anything goes. Or you could just turn it into a weird, goofy monster with like 10 legs. It really could be anything. Okay, 1 minute. I'm gonna do a scribble. That is wild. Actually, it's funny because I just said face, and maybe because I said face, I'm seeing a face, but I am seeing a face. See, I think like those look like eyeballs, right? The nose is kind of funky, but let's see where this can go. Actually, well, I'm not going to erase because that's not the point. I'm such a perfectionist. But if this is a nose, I feel like it's like a little, I feel like I need maybe bushy eyebrows. I'll do scribbly bushy eyebrows. Make a little, it's like these could be glasses, maybe. And the ears. And it's a little dude. I'll add a little hair coming down here. It turned into a face, just like that. I think because I said face, that influenced me on that one, even though the nose is totally funky. I don't know what this is, but it still turned out to be a face. All right, so let's do one more at 1 minute. Okay, I'm gonna just do like more sharp. Okay, so what do I see in this? So I invite you to make your own scribble, because that's part of the fun. The part of the fun is like, oh gosh, I just saw what it was. So I think this could be a nose, and this is an eye, and I'm gonna put bottom teeth. This looks like a drawing my son might make, but it is kind of freeing to not be worried about proportions right now, because usually that's my bag, is I'm like, proportionately, what does this look like? And right now I'm not worrying about that. This needs to be bigger. See, I'm already thinking proportions, but he's got a lot of teeth. He looks threatening, but really he's just a friendly little guy. So that turned into, I don't know, a fox or a wolf of some kind. That's funny. What a funny page. But so I think the scribble, like just doing something crazy, is half the battle in creating that icebreaker for yourself, because you're forcing yourself just to do something like just like energy output, and then from there you're inviting your creativity to, think about. See, now I see an elephant. I already saw something. I wasn't intending to make this into anything, but it's a two-part thing that we're doing here. We're starting with the scribble that's just kind of like, this could be anything. Just get some energy out on the paper, just a quick little doodle. And then from there, you're, inviting the other half of yourself, like, okay, artist, like, join me here. The next thing I want to do that, again, isn't too complicated, I'm going to set a timer. This is going to be a little bit more of like a scribble / calming type prompt. So I'm going to set the timer, 1 minute, and I'm going to take my pencil and I am just going to start to loop it across the page. So this is a scribble challenge, but this one's a little bit more relaxing than the other one. The other one is kind of fast-paced, think quickly type of challenge, while this one is try to never pick up your pencil and just loop it around the page. And when the alarm goes off, we can try to connect it back to where we started. It went off the page by accident. Now I lost track of where I was. So I'm trying to not go over any of the same spots. And I'm trying not to pick up my pencil. All right, so now I gotta find my way back. And I found my way back. Okay, so those are a lot. I could have gone a lot slower. I was going kind of fast, I think, just because I'm talking fast. And so now what we're gonna do, we can just forget about the timer. And what I can do is fill in, and I'm sure you might have done this before, either in art class when you were younger. So we're kind of bringing back that, youthful artwork we did when we were young, or maybe you've never done it. So now's your chance to do it, right? If you never got to do it when you were younger, now's your chance to do it. But now we can color in all these little squares, and you can either color them in like with a different color, or you could potentially fill them in with different patterns, right? And just quietly, I'll stop talking and you can just quietly, use this and take it as far as you want it to go. You can either fill in just a couple, or every day fill in another one, like one more, and then eventually you filled the whole thing, or just all in one sitting, just like, you don't even need other colors or crayons. You could just use it as like a contrast shading exercise. So you can fill in one dark, maybe one really dark, one kind of lighter, and so you can use it as a value scale type practice, or do different textures. So you're filling it in with lines or cross hatching. There's so much that you could do with this, but it all starts with that simple scribble. And now that I've made a little art, I do start to feel a little bit more animated and a little bit more motivated. I could even just, like, I already broke the ice. Like, I could just put this aside and start working on something else. Because to me, even if I don't finish this, I feel like I've already done something really fun today, and just kind of ripped off that Band-Aid of like, oh, I haven't made art in a really long time, or, you know, I messed up. I didn't finish my 30 days of art warm-ups, and now I already feel like, here we are, day 20. I got day 20 in. And I am going to go ahead and finish this, but I'm going to stop talking and just play a little music and just zone out and use this as I don't know, just a feel-good moment for myself. So that's my little spiel on jumping back into things when you've taken a break, and I hope it helps you in some way. All right, I can't wait for day 21 where we jump into something else. All right, see you tomorrow.